This meeting is being
Welcome
recorded.
to Punchline Talks Apprenticeships. My name is Mark Owen, and today I'm joined by Miaya Ellis from Creed Foodservices. Welcome to Punchline Talks, Ellis.
Thank you.
Actually, I said Ellis, but I meant Maya, but you know where I was coming from. Anyway, thanks ever so much for joining us. So can you tell us a little bit, please, about Creed Foodservices?
Yeah, so we're a food wholesaler. We currently have 3 sites across the UK. We have around about 420 people all over. We are a national distribution site to mostly like restaurants, some care homes, I think what else? Garden centres as well.
Yeah, and schools, isn't it? You do a lot for schools,
yeah, we do a lot of schools, yeah. Yeah, we've just last year we hit our 50 years of trading, and we also got into the top 100 of the best companies to work for.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been there?
Nearly a year and a half.
And what school did you go to?
Before it was Beaufort Community Centre, but I think it's Homely Park High now. I think.
It kind of changes names all the time, so
yeah.
I'm not really too sure what it's called now at the moment. Did you like school?
Yeah, I was a lot more of one of those people that like the practical side, so the actual PE lessons, that sort of stuff. But when I got to sixth form, I really enjoyed that. Okay.
And why did you decide to get an apprenticeship rather than go to university?
So I did actually look at going to university. That was kind of my first choice. But when I went to like the open days and looked around, it's not that I didn't like the environment. I just felt a little bit uncomfortable and it was a bit overwhelming. So my teachers helped me look into like apprenticeships and stuff. But I decided against it at the time and stayed with the job I was at when I first left school. But then Creed, I saw the advert for Creed, and I think it's a good way because obviously I liked the working environment, but I can still learn, and I still have like the teacher learning sort of environment as well, but not as full on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So do you go to college a couple of days a week then as well? So work in the office?
So the way my apprenticeship works is that my assessor will actually come out to me on the site that I work at, and that's usually once a month. We have agreed that we're going to do face-to-face meetings every other week, I think it is at the moment, just because I have a lot of work going on at the moment, and it's nice to be able to have her next to me and ask for help. And then we've agreed on a couple of days about I actually go into college as well, and I can spend the whole day in there with her.
And what do you actually do at Creed? What's your job there?
So my job is a supply chain planner. So obviously I work in the supply chain department. I buy stock in. I have certain suppliers split between the whole team, and we obviously buy the stock in. We manage it, stock levels and the dates on the stock to make sure obviously we don't go out of date, sorry.
So stop you there. So you buy the food in, the stock in, and then you ship it back out somewhere else.
Yeah, so obviously our customers will place the orders, and that's where it kind of leaves our hands a little. It's more to do with obviously customer service, warehouse pickers, and our delivery drivers. But obviously we can still see the stock levels like changing when the customer has actually ordered it and it's gone out.
What's your favourite part of the job?
I don't know. I don't know if I have a favourite. I just really enjoy the job. I have always said that I was a bit worried coming into an office-based job, like just sat down at a desk, because like I said, I always like to get my hands stuck in and like always on my feet in my previous jobs. So I thought I might get bored, but I've never been bored. It is a really good job. It's different every day. And yeah, there's always something going on that you can get stuck into.
It's funny you say that, because I used to be a chef years ago, and I used to be standing on my feet a long time and cooking food. And then now, of course, I work in the office all the time, and I'm like you. I just really enjoy it. I think it's that different journey that you're on, isn't it? Mm-hmm. What about the people that you working with a lot? Because you're young. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
21.
You're 21. So what's it like when you first started working with all these sort of older people?
It was different in a way. I'd worked with like obviously different people of different ages before, but it was quite nice as well, because we do have in my office we do have quite a mixture of ages. There's a few of us that like around my age, and then a couple in the middle, and then some a bit older. So it's quite nice. Like everyone's different views on everything, on how they and their processes of how they work as well. It's really nice, and they were all really welcoming when I first started. Yeah, it's really nice. That's all I can explain it.
On a sort of qualifications sort of thing. So what did you get at school, and what do you actually need to do your job?
So when I applied for this job, I needed English and maths were the main ones, but I actually didn't get maths at school. So I got English, science, English and science were the main ones that I got, but obviously I didn't get maths. But with this apprenticeship, they obviously put me on the maths course through the same college. So now I actually do have my maths. So that was obviously a benefit of it as well. Because I thought, obviously everyone always says to you, if you don't get maths or English whilst you're at school, no one's going to ever hire you because you don't have the qualifications. And obviously then I was like, oh no, like panicking a little bit. But yeah, they straight away, they got me enrolled on obviously the apprenticeship course, and they were fine with me not having my maths. They said, that's fine, we can get you on the maths course as well, and you'll do that alongside it. And that is obviously the communication with my assessor. She helped me with that, and the process was really quick as well.
You must have found it as well, obviously suddenly getting your maths.
It was
perhaps in school,
Yeah.
Because the job is all about maths, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so obviously we have, when we're buying in stock, to kind of calculate the amount we're going to buy in, obviously we have different calculations we have to do. So I was a bit worried. I was thinking, oh no, like they're hiring me. If I don't get my maths, I'm not going to know anything. I'm not going to know what to do. And obviously my manager and my team were really understanding with that when I first started, because I wasn't very confident with my maths, because I just thought, oh, everyone's thinking, oh, she can't do it. But they weren't like that at all.
Okay. And the other thing is, so the last, as I'm wrapping up really, what's the one thing, is it a very friendly place? Is it great fun to work there as well?
It is.
I always get that impression of Creed.
Yeah, it's so friendly. Everyone's always happy to help. Even if like you've never met them before and you just meeting them and you're struggling, they're like, yeah, I can do this to help you. There's always something to look forward to. Like obviously I said, we had our 50th year of trading last year, and we had Creed put on a whole day of celebrations. So we had like food carts come in. I think it was fish and chips we ended up having for lunch, and we had it was when we had the nice weather in the summer, and we had tables all out in the park in the car park, and all of the departments came out and just had lunch together, and it was really nice. We had photos taken. Yeah, it was really good. And then at Christmas, we all kind of love Christmas in our department, and obviously I've only been here 2 Christmases now, and both times we've done decorations for the office, and we kind of go overboard, so it's like a little grotto, but it encourages like other people from the department come in, and then they say like, oh, we need to do this with our office. Obviously it encourages them to do it as well, which is quite nice, because coming into work and seeing that, it just instantly, if you're having a bad day, it cheers you up. So,
well, I've got to ask you, because again, what kind of salary are you
on? So I'm not actually going to say the amount, if that's okay.
That's okay.
But I will say that Creed, when it comes to salary, obviously I was employed as an apprentice. They don't pay the apprentice wage. They pay what you should get for that role. So they are very good with that. And since being here, I have had a pay rise as well.
Okay, well, and I've got to ask, if you don't mind, what are you going to buy? What have you bought yourself? Something? You're 29 car?
I didn't. I put it into savings.
Fair play. Yeah. Are you saving up for anything in particular?
A house, but that's not going to be anytime soon. But yeah, just savings just in case, I guess.
Miaya Ellis, thanks ever so much for joining Punchline Talk today. And all the very best for your future there, Creed.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.